Hey babes, what's going on? It's your girl, that witch Danny. Welcome to your full moon readings. We're also going to talk a little bit about this Uranus and Gemini transition. I'm kind of combining this reading too with like both energies to sort of get an idea sign by sign, like what we can all expect from this. The transit's a big deal. Uranus's like full rotation takes 84 years. So it hasn't been in Gemini since 1941, also known as World War II. Yay. Now, we all know, right? Like Uranus is a planet of radical change, right? Even somewhat like rebellion and revolution. It's kind of Plutonian in that way. And it's not going to ask permission. Uranus doesn't ask permission, it just liberates you. All right. So if there is anything holding you back, if there's any part of you resisting change, you gonna get a swift kick. That's all I can say. It's good. So Uranus stays in a sign for about 8 years. So we will have this placement until 2033. So it's not like all of this is going to happen overnight and jolt you and shock the shit out of you. It will slowly progress, right? And start to transform your life. And I'm sure it's already happening, probably since even like the day that the transit happened, which was 7/7. Um, Now, the most important place that it's going to hit you, or the area of your life, I should say, that's going to be the most affected by this, the way that you figure that out is to see what house you have Cancer in your personal birth chart. Okay. So this is like an example. Let's pretend this is a birth chart, right? It's a zodiac wheel, but like I don't have a birth chart on me, right? So you would look at where the houses are, which is usually like this inner circle right here, and see what house like you have Gemini in your chart, where it falls in your chart. It might even be between two. That's kind of normal. So if, like for me, it's in my 11th house, right? Which is they're all big houses, don't get me wrong. They all have their energy, but the 11th and the 12th house are really right, like big spiritually even. So for me, I am expecting this to really hit me in an area regarding like friendships, right? Collective conscious energy. The 11th house is Aquarius ruled. So Aquarian, like rebellion, revolution, vibes, which you all know I have anyway. My rebellious Leo butt. um, we are going to see radical change. Okay. We're going to see sudden shifts and unexpected events. This is a push for progress, but it's also a push for freedom. Okay. So the areas that we're going to see these radical changes start to happen are going to be medical, AI, transportation, and education. But the way that we communicate is radically going to change in unexpected ways that we probably couldn't have even imagined, and quickly, super quickly. Now, if you are a fixed sign, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, expect resistance to change, and you will be forced to break out of any mental loops that you're stuck in. Okay. But remember, just because you're a sun Leo or a sun Aquarius doesn't mean that you're purely a fixed sign, because all of your placements have a fixed, a cardinal, immutable, right? Energy associated to them. Technically, yes, I'm a sun Leo, but my chart is almost entirely Libra. I have 6 Libra placements, more than any other sign. And I'm not afraid of change. I actually like it. I welcome it. So my main energy is immutable, not in fixed. Or I'm sorry, cardinal. So mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sag, and Pisces. So that this is your sun, moon, rising sign, right? Or your dominant sign. You're going to evolve and you're going to do it fast. So stay adaptable, stay curious, stay open to reimagination and reinventing yourself and your identity, because you're going to be forced into it and pushed one way or the other. So you might as well be open to the ride and go willingly. Cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, you're being pushed to initiate big conversations here. Use your voice for change, not chaos, but definitely to spark change. And I'm talking radical change. It's time for us to stop being comfortable. Like, let's go. What are we afraid of? Balls out. The way we share and process information is radically going to change over this time period. There's going to be major innovations going on, and using your voice as a catalyst makes you a part of that revolution and rebellious energy, but also the innovation and change for the future of like our literal human race here. Like, We are in one of those times that will be remembered in the history books forever. We've chosen to come to Earth at such an incredibly important time. And we should not take that lightly and, honor that. Like I always said, I could be a lady or I could be a legend. Which one would I want to be? Y'all already know. I had never been a lady a day in my life anyway, except for the fact that I was actually born a lady. Female. Certainly not a lady. Suppose I didn't have to tell you that. Now let's quickly do a little breakdown of the houses, and then we're going to get into a collective reading here. So if your Gemini placement falls in the first house, this is going to be an energy of big changes to identity, your sense of style, how you show up in the world. All right. You may feel like very restless to sort of reinvent yourself, and you will definitely be craving freedom for your authenticity, right? The freedom and ability to speak your authentic voice freely. Okay. And please just know that you always have that. Anyone that doesn't like it is one of the people that's supposed to radically change, be leaving your life in these changes so that your true, meant to be soul tribe can find you. So don't let like the fear of not being accepted or other people's like judgments of you keep you from your authenticity. If they don't like your authentic you, they don't love you unconditionally. They don't love you. So tell them to fuck off. I am burning a throat chakra candle. I just want you all to know that. That's how much I like felt compelled by this energy of like authenticity and our true voices being heard right now. Okay. Anyway, if Gemini falls in your second house, Taurus ruled house, that's about income, finances. So expect surprises when it comes to money, income streams coming in, new ways to earn money, and financial freedom will become essential for you. Okay. And you'll probably be able to achieve it. If Gemini falls in your third house, which is Gemini ruled, disruptions or breakthroughs in communication are definitely expected. So, disruption or breakthroughs, this could go either way for you. But also, definitely new ideas will come to you, new innovations at this time. If Gemini is in your fourth house, this is your house of home and family. So, your home and family life will definitely evolve during this time. You might want to renovate. You might be redefining family roles here. You might have more of a desire for a personal space or to create your own personal space within the home. All right. You also, I believe, are the signs, the people, I should say, with Gemini in your fourth house that are the most likely to go through a spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul. This may be the time where you have to break open for healing and evolution. Remember, think of an egg. If the egg never cracks open, how would the light get in? Right? We have to crack open to allow the light in. It's not a bad thing. It's just a little bit of a tough transformation. But then we phoenix. Hey, if Gemini falls in your fifth house, Leo ruled house of creativity and romance, this is going to deal with themes of how you have fun. You may have unusual attractions to things and people. You may have some sudden flings coming in and out of your life, but you will also certainly have a new creative direction coming to you, inspiration, I would say. If Gemini falls in your sixth house, this is going to hit you in your daily routines, your work life, but also health. So you may explore some new avenues in like wellness. You may leave a job and you may have this desire to sort of automate tasks and take stress and stuff off of your plate. If you have Gemini in the seventh house, this is going to be one of the harder placements, no doubt, because that's the house of relationships, Libra ruled, right? So your relationships will change radically. Expect breakups, but also expect breakthroughs, right? It could go the positive way as well. And maybe unconventional connections too. Be open to that at this time. You're craving partners who will let you breathe and be you. Okay. If you have Gemini in your eighth house, expect deep transformation in intimacy and shared finances. This is Scorpio's house, history house. Okay. Debts, any secrets are going to come out. Okay. There will be radical changes in relation to truths. You either realizing a truth, finding out a truth, the truth coming out, etc. If you're with Gemini in your ninth house, which is about your, sort of beliefs and your worldview, Sagittarius ruled, you may have disrupted travel plans or sudden changes. You might be studying something new, but you are definitely on a quest for truth. Honor that. Honor that. It's important. It's really important, for you, but also because of your place in the collective. Okay. Now, if Gemini's in your 10th house, Capricorn ruled career and public image, this full moon on the 11th is a Capricorn full moon, happens to be my moon. Capricorn rules your public image and your career. And if Gemini also is falling in your 10th house at the start of its Uranus transit, this could really, really be big for you. So break free from the being on the wrong path, right? Or you will be broken free involuntarily. You might launch something new or redefine what success even means to you. And you're going to make sure, no matter what, that it happens on your terms. Love everything about that. Now, if it hits you in your 11th house, friendships and communities, right? If you have Gemini in your 11th house, your friendships and the communities you're in or surround yourself with will change. There will be surprising exits. People you did not expect to see leaving are going to go, but new groups are going to come in and you're going to create radical ideas for the future. Expect to find your people and your place in the most unexpected places. And if it's going to hit you in your 12th house of spirituality, Gemini in your 12th house, this is going to be about your spirituality and your subconscious. Your life is going to be awakened. Okay. Dreams or hidden fears, old patterns are going to rise. There'll be sudden insights. And you will really crack open. Again, you could be one of the signs going through the dark night of the soul spiritual awakening time, but free yourself from what has been buried. And if this happens and you are going through the dark night of the soul, and I know that it's very painful, you all know what mine was like, keeping that in the forefront of your mind to be grateful for this and that it's freeing you and opening you up to happiness and abundance you never could have imagined helps to kind of get through that energy. Okay. And then reach out to me for all the steps to survive the dark night of the soul. Okay. All right, my beloveds. Now, let's talk about this full moon right here. So July 11th, full moon in Capricorn, and it's all about getting real. All right, Capricorn is very grounded. It's an earth sign. Its energy is grounded, but it's very ambitious and it's absolutely no nonsense. Okay. Under this lunation, we are going to see where we need to step up and take responsibility, or where we need to let go of the bullshit. Okay. Whatever's keeping us small. It's about results. It's about commitment and building what actually lasts in your life, stable long-term foundations. Emotions may run high, but the vibe is like, get your shit together, set your boundaries, and honor your long-term goals. Okay? If Cancer season is the emotional ocean, Capricorn is the mountain that rises above it. You got that? Cancer season is the emotional ocean, emo ocean. Capricorn is the mountain that rises above it. Capricorn's a cute little mountain goat. You don't have to be cold, but you do have to be clear. Imagine having Capricorn as your moon that governs your emotions. Explains so much about me, does it not? All right. Here is what the full moon will light up for each sign. Now, please make sure that you're listening for your sun, moon, and rising signs. Aries or Aries rising or moon, this is about career goals and your public image. Expect big realizations about what you really want to be known for. It's time to let go of distractions and focus on the mission. Taurus and Taurus rising, this is going to hit you in beliefs, learning, travel, old world views might crumble so new truths can grow for you. Say yes to the bigger picture here, Taurus or Taurus rising or moon. Gemini, sun, moon, rising. This is going to hit you in shared resources, debts, and intimacy. Emotional truths come out around what you share. Let go of vulnerability or toxic entanglements. And I know that ain't easy for you. You kind of like that. You kind of like the vulnerability and the toxic entanglements, don't you, my beloved gems? I know. I'm addicted to it. Cancer placements, sun, moon, rising. This is going to get you in relationships and partnerships. It's time for you to clarify boundaries, okay? Expectations and what commitment really means to you, and release anything or anyone that's one-sided, all right? My Leos, sun, moon, rising. Work, health, daily routines. Where are you overdoing it? Where are you neglecting real self-care? It's time for you to cut the bullshit in your schedule and actually do it. And I'm so guilty of this. Virgo, sun, moon, rising. Creativity, romance, fun, what's blocking you. It's time for you to let go of old wounds around being seen or loved and make space for passion that you're committed to. Okay. Libra, sun, moon, risings, home, family, roots, emotional truths about where and how you belong, releasing ancestral patterns or family dynamics that have weighed you down and are outdated. We're all sort of stuck with doing that in this lifetime, right? Now, Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. This is going to be about communication. Okay. It's also going to be about mindset or relationships with siblings. Speak your truth, but cut the drama. Let go of toxic self talk or unproductive conversations. Sag, sun, moon, rising. This is going to be about money, values, and self worth for you. It's time for you to release scarcity thinking or unaligned spending. Clarify what you really value and commit to it. Okay. Cappies and Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. Your identity, goals, and appearance are going to be the highlight here for you. This is your full moon for a glow up and a purge. All right. So let go of who you're not so that you can embody who you truly are. Go of who you're not to embody who you truly are. Is that not glorious? Pisces. I'm sorry, Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising Aquarius. This is subconscious rest and healing for you. Secrets and buried emotions are going to surface. And it's time for you to really release what you've been avoiding and actually surrender control here. Um, I think a lot of times it's like you're working on it, but I'm working on it, but I'm doing the work, Danny. But you're still sort of avoiding the really deep, dark work you don't want to do and just focusing on the light, fluffy work. But I'm working, Danny. I'm working on this over here, but not that deep, dark, super buried one. I see you, Aqua. You're my axis. Come on now. Um, and also surrendering control. That's not your very favorite thing to do. It's not you're not the most difficult sign with it, but you are a fixed sign, right? Pisces and Pisces, sun, moon, rising, right? Friends, community, future plans. Who or what no longer aligns with your vision, where you want to go in life. Release your old circles or goals that are limiting your growth. Okay. Let's tell you guys, the sky is not the limit. There's a whole universe out there, right? Don't limit yourselves. Full moons are for release. As you know, during a full moon, we release. During a new moon, we draw in. So use this Capricorn energy to cut ties with what doesn't serve your highest ambitions. Ground your emotions, make a plan, and stay committed to the version of who you can climb, of you that can climb any mountain. Remember, you are the mountain goat that rises during this full moon. We all embody that energy. All right, you can climb any mountain as long as you stay committed, make a plan, take inspired action, and then relinquish control and trust that the universe is going to take you there. You know what I mean? All right. Ground out those emotions, y'all. And we will do a releasing ritual, of course, in an energetic like reading on the day of the full moon too. So without further ado, I would like to do a quick little energetic check-in, and then I am going to be doing sign-specific reads too. So let's just look at the energy of now for the collective. We have Neptune retrograde, which amplifies its energy. Neptune, of course, being the dreamy planet, intuitive planet. And with it being in Aries, which is action-oriented, go, 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 this is truly a very good time for your dreams to actually form a tangible plan. You know what I'm saying? Because Virgo is organized. We've also got Mercury retrograde shadow is here. Mercury retrograde starts, I believe, like the 17th, but we are in the pre-shadow. The 7-7 energy portal is open. I certainly felt the transit of Uranus moving into Gemini yesterday. It's, the first time it's ever moved into Gemini in my lifetime or our lifetimes, unless you are older than 84. There's a lot going on. We got full moon. We still got Pluto retro in Aquarius. Virgo just made its transit, and now we've got Venus going into Gemini. Okay, which Uranus and Gemini, Venus and Gemini, like there's a lot going on. Okay, y'all keep your eye on Saturn. Okay, I'll talk more about it in another video, but I didn't release a full prediction video. I really don't want to be a fear monger. I don't want to be that guy. And I instead feel inspired to just share more love and light and have more fun with you guys. But I will say that there is going to be a lot of tectonic plate activity. I do believe that ocean volcanoes or underwater volcanoes will go um, between Japan and Indonesia, a straight line. The middle marks the spot is the exact download I got. The ridge will rise, some underwater volcano or mountain, which will obviously shift the entire landscape of the earth and have where water falls on land, right? A big earthquake in Java that's probably going to set off a chain of events around the entire ring of fire, which is most of the globe. And then, of course, with Neptune, especially Neptune in retrograde, I absolutely expect a lot more water related events. I did this prediction. I do have it time stamped too, because I know nobody would ever just believe somebody. Before the Texas floods happened, it was either the 30th of June or July 1st. It was probably overnight between the two. And I did know that all of this flooding and stuff and water related events was coming. Also earthquakes, also the underwater volcano. I've been being warned about July 2025 for 2.5 years, and it's here. So important thing is to remember that we are the light. We are the voice in the chaos. We are the chosen ones that are supposed to keep everyone else calm, the unawakened calm when they're freaking out and thinking it's the end of the world. It's not. We're going to be all right. Because of Pluto's placement and activity presently, I'm not concerned about super high death counts, but we will see some gnarly Mother Nature this month, okay, everywhere. And it's very likely that we will see a lot of big shit simultaneously happening across cities all over the world. A little worried about traveling this month. I am traveling in a couple of days, but Capricorn full moon is actually the only thing supporting me and making me feel like it's okay. But during Mercury retrograde, always expect travel issues and always expect communication issues. Okay. Later this month, I think it's around the 24th, we have another big transit coming, and we're gonna dive deep into that one. I think it's the one thing that's holding all the chaos together. So when this transit happens and it changes, we always knew we were here at a special time, a time of change, right? It has to happen. We'll be all right. Your significator card for this collective reading, Forgotten Ghosts and Reunion, card 24. Remember when I told y'all that I'd gotten all of these new decks and they were freaking amazing? I am going to use every one with you today. This is the Witching Hour Oracle. It is made by the same person that makes that Season of the Witch Oracle that I love, that I have for like Beltane and Yule and Samhain and all the different Sabbats. Very, very cool. It's a cute little guidebook. I don't think I have the box with me, but so that is your significator card, and we will see what the book says about it, okay? I turned literally directly to the page. Keywords: reunion, unfinished business, unexpected visitors, and the tarot companion card is the Six of Cups, which card of nostalgia. A ghost doesn't always have to be scary or sad. It could be a joy to reunite with something or someone from your past, even if how you left things was dreadful, disagreeable, or regrettable. You may run into a former friend and realize your falling out was immature and you're both ready to move on. Or perhaps you've picked up an old notebook and reconnected with goals you'd completely forgotten about, but would really like to work on again. Or maybe a long lost love comes back into your life. Always be wary of that. Perhaps the circumstances weren't right before, but now you're both in a different place and ready to give love a second chance. Forgotten Ghosts appears in a reading when something from your past is left unresolved, but you are happy to see it or them back in your life. If your reading is about a specific person or love, it can mean reconnecting with the person you've asked about, but does not specify whether or not the relationship will work out. This card can also mean revisiting old projects, ideas, goals, or even returning to an old job. Be mindful as you journey through your past. Often things will come back to you in order to tie up loose ends or offer closure. Take notice of what is here to stay and what is just passing through, and be willing to let go when the time has come for your forgotten ghost to finally move on. There are companion cards to this, so I'm going to keep that in mind when see if we pull like one for like deeper into the reading for clarification. And if we do, then I'll go into those with y'all. Okay. Okay. This is the absolutely insanely beautiful Star Tarot, also new to me. Amazing guidebook, amazing deck. I call upon the light. I call upon the divine. I call upon the Holy Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors, and my higher self. Right? Ask to be sent the best and highest messages for this collective. What do they need to hear at this time? Although this will be a timeless reading, whenever someone finds this message, will be the right time, divine time for them. What does the collective need to hear at this time? Full moon in Capricorn, Uranus transit in Gemini, Neptune retrograde, soon to be Mercury retrograde. Cancer season. For this collective, please. Sorry, I like to shuffle a lot when it's my first time doing a collective reading with the deck. I really want your energy here. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Subscribing really does help me pick up on your energy for all future reads and makes you a part of this collective, that energy that I'm talking to. And thank you so much for your continued love and support of me. I'm beyond grateful. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me or any other services I provide, the way to do that is in the description box. And remember, this is a general collective reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Never try to force something to fit. And just because some messages sound like they work for you and others don't, doesn't mean this isn't your message. Take what resonates for you. Okay, beloveds. For the collective, please. What do they need to know at this time? Four of Swords, a time of rest, a time of healing, a time of restoring oneself. It's almost like a hibernation vibe in the dead of summer, but at least if you're in the northern hemisphere, but that's okay. We can rest and restore in a swimming pool floating on a giant flamingo, can we not? What does the collective need to hear at this time? The Devil. Are we healing from finally cutting ties with something that has had control over us, breaking through the chains, the ties that bind, hold us back? State of unbound is always the goal. Especially now, we are very much in an energy of freedom. Freedom, I won't let you down. You're not getting. George Michael. Got to give what you take. Seven of Cups ends up at the bottom of the deck, a card of options, choices, but sometimes overwhelm as well. Although the meanings are slightly different in this deck, so we can always take a peeky at the guidebook if we want to. All right, I have got a lot of images coming up for me here. Sacred symbols. I think I'm looking at runes in my third eye, like mind's eye. I've got bears coming through strong. I've got bulls, a phoenix showing up here, red flowers, snake, lotus flowers, these tall white birds with long flowy feathers. It's not a swan. It's like a seabird or something. Big, big bird. I don't know. The name won't come to me right now. And I've got wolves and I've got blackbirds, crows or something. Maybe not crows. Maybe just blackbirds. They look smaller than that, but they could be crows. So if that resonates for anyone, or keep your eye out for those images. Okay. The Hierophants here. So a lot of you really are in a time of spiritual awakening. And it's certainly a symbol to me that we are truly in this moment where ascension is happening. You know, we're no longer waiting or being trained for this moment. The moment is here. Um, Rest, restoring, healing. I'm hearing under the stars, or the stars will heal you. Stars can heal you. And the trees, being in nature, camping out outside and watching the sky for a night. Um, Capricorn is certainly here with the Devil card. That is Capricorn energy. Third eye is being highlighted for me as well. So maybe this is receiving clarity or an opening. If you have a calcified third eye or pineal gland, it's opening, it's decalcifying. There are really good sound frequencies for that. Somebody remind me. Breaking free from this devil, from the chains, from whatever it is that has had control over you, and healing from it. It could be overcoming an addiction, whatever it is that has control over you. You will go into an energy of temperance, which is one of the most beautiful energies in tarot. That's balance, that's harmony and flow. And you're just like doing that perfect, like, like surf ride with the wave of life. And it's not knocking you down and you're not swimming upstream. You're just on that flow, riding that wave. And it's very beautiful, harmonious energy. Also seeing the third eye highlighted again. There's actually multiple spots on this in these cards where I see it highlighted. We've got Two of Wands showing up here, and it's interesting because this particular deck has chosen to put the Two of Wands on a zodiac wheel, the same wheel that I showed you all. I use it as an example of a birth chart right here, and it's dead in the center. Sun rising above it, of course, because the wands are the fire signs. Mountains are a symbol of struggle. Water is what transmutes you and washes away emotion and, transmutes emotion into something better and heals you. So which way are you going? Towards the mountain, or are you swimming through the cleansing waters at this time? We're going to look at that card in the book. And I've got a Four of Cups here, and look what's on it. Long, big-haired, big giant birds and all of the chakras. Lotus flowers as well. And my back is all tattooed in lotus flowers. And all of these cards have some image like that reminds me of the sun, except for one. The sun behind there, here, temperance behind the head of what is normally Archangel Michael. It's not on the Devil card or the Four of Swords. Okay. Four of Cups is a card of apathy. Four of Cups is a card of and it came in under that Four of Swords. It's almost like you're not ready to accept any cups. Maybe that's why the Seven of Cups ended up at the bottom of your deck. Like, it's not that you don't have cups available to you. You're still healing before you're ready to go and accept one. But with this Two of Wands, I kind of feel like Spirit's like, it's go time. Like, it is action time with all these Aries placements too that are going on. So let's go through and clarify it a little bit. And let's just look at the book's definition of that Two of Wands, because for some reason, it's just, I'm really fascinated with it. And I'm interested to see why it was depicted this way by the artist, This book is a beautiful guidebook. I mean, it's like legitness, man. This is a huge guidebook for a tarot deck. Astrologically, it's Mars in Aries, which rules Aries, but Mars is in Cancer right now. Cardinal fire sign. It's about the will and the body and activity. Lunar cycle is a crescent moon. The key phrase, inspiration toward new horizons. The Two of Wands initiates pioneering inspirations and ideas. With the Two of Wands, the spirit and passion of fire gives one focus and determination to explore new potentials. The power of creative energy at work ignites imagination and visions for future endeavors, yet to be seen by the rest of the world. The challenge is to remain in balance, aligning the powerful flow of divine energy with your soul self. Through focus and balance, you can direct this fiery energy into manifestation. The energy can burn away and any blocks or distractions. It is shifting and transformative. When you use this potent energy in a mindful and balanced way, you are empowered with confidence, personal power, and courage. As your path unfolds, your mind expands. Your heart is full. Your actions are passionate and you trust your intuitive feelings. Your mind is expanding as your path unfolds. You experience an inner stirring. Anticipation and restlessness are growing as the energy brews within. You feel the polarities exchanging energy as you rebalance thoughts and ideas. This energy has focus, determination, and will. It wants to manifest itself in some new way in your world. It's exciting. You feel the promise and power of your creation awaiting on the horizon. The Two of Wands symbolizes planning the path to your dreams. The key to the Two of Wands is to be strategic, do your research, institute a plan, and prepare for the unexpected. The gift of this card is inspired vision. The Two of Wands brings originality, creativity, and pioneering ideas. It indicates a successful partnership with like-minded people. Your life force is activated, bringing you confidence and courage to follow your vision. Planning and preparation are major components and a must. The blueprint of your inspiration needs to be designed and formatted in the physical in order to take form. Understand that? If you do the necessary research, your goals will be achieved. The Two of Wands signals a time to trust yourself. You have everything within you to achieve your dreams. The Two of Wands message is learning how to use and understand the divine energy in the world of matter. In the image, the Two of Wands primal energy splits into opposition. As it enters into the world of creation, it bursts upward from its source. The star and the cosmic wheel of the zodiac encompasses all parts of one's spiritual self and the path of one's destiny. Each wand has the fire of the Kundalini moving through it, seeking an outlet. The mountains in the back symbolize the challenges and the heights that are in front of you. The full sun symbolizes the creation that is coming into your consciousness. That's beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. That's a cool one. Let's just check out this Four of Cups real quick, too. I have a feeling that this book also has its own definition of that card. I don't know this deck yet. Astrologically, Four of Cups is Neptune in Cancer, being, of course, a cardinal water sign, representative of wisdom and spirit, and research, really. Lunar cycle is the last quarter moon, and the keywords are reflection and meditation. Four of Cups brings balance back to the heart and indicates a time to reflect on the emotional self. It presents the opportunity to shift stuck energy, transmute the energy, right? Go through the waters. When the Four of Cups enters, you may be feeling out of sync, uncertain, or apathetic about life, not sure what action to take. It calls you to reevaluate your present situation, your relationships, and emotional attachments. The key to the Four of Cups is self-reflection, viewing and reevaluating outgrown emotional parts, shifting energies of discontentment to a place of neutrality. The gift of the Four of Cups restores emotional balance, bringing peace, renewal, and movement. On the journey of life and spiritual growth, you may experience lack of motivation, boredom, with feelings of disenchantment and self-doubt. What used to bring happiness may now leave you flat. These feelings are emotional weariness, and they're signaling an inner desire to emotionally stretch and grow. Clarifying and reviewing emotional values. The heart is heavy trying to sort out what is useful and what isn't, and your natural reaction is to withdraw. With the Four of Cups, you may find yourself in one of two positions: total self-absorption, inner self-reflection, or inner self-reflection. Self-absorption can lead to long periods of self-pity and tunnel vision, cutting yourself off from the external world, leading to emotional stagnation. Self-reflection can change up energies, moving and shifting discontentment into new insights, alchemy. As you reflect on the bigger picture, you get back on course, connecting with your Dharma and opening to the gifts of opportunity and possibilities. With the Four of Cups entering, it's signaling that something is off and it's time to rebalance, allowing time to withdraw, regain emotional balance, and trust in your heart. Meditation, reading inspirational books, taking a long walk in nature. Open yourself to the whispers of the soul, self, and the divine. In the image of the Four of Cups, a woman sits in the emotional waters of change. She is meditating, aligning and opening her chakras to the divine. In response, the divine answers her. Love overflows from the cup above, symbolizing the spiritual baptism of the mind, body, and soul. The three lower lotus cups, mind, body, and soul, ascend upward from the murky depths of the subconsciousness, receiving the sacred blessings. The sun rising out of the top cup symbolizes emerging enlightenment. The two herons, that's what they are, the big fluffy birds, represent following the path of heart, wisdom, and determination. Herons. The frog symbolizes cleansing, bringing harmony and renewal. I didn't even see a frog. Where the hell's the frog? Where's the frog? Oh, I found him. Okay. Cleansing, bringing harmony and renewal. Okay. All right. I think this is a hell of a combo. And I think it's hella interesting that it came underneath the Four of Swords, the literal card of healing and resting and restoring oneself from detachment from this devil so that you can achieve temperance, hierophant, balance and flow state, being in harmony with your destined path, but also with the rest of the universe. Okay. We're going to go to this Spellcaster's Oracle now. Also one of the newbies that I got. So excited to do a reading on for y'all. This is a very involved deck. The guidebook is extensive. If you're like new to like witchcraft and stuff, I would recommend it. It's got a lot of like 101 spell work type stuff in there, but it is extensive. For the collective, please. Best and highest messages. What does the collective need to know at this time? Anything you can help us with to clarify this reading? That was interesting. We have willpower. That looks like balance too, doesn't it? It's the earth and the moon on a like axis aligned in her hands. These cards flip funny. They don't like to be flipped. I'm technically supposed to lay them out, but I just didn't have enough room. They don't like to be shuffled. I also have grieving, but you know, this is a time of change. So with that often comes saying goodbye to a lot of things that no longer serve us in our life, right? So this could be a time of grieving. All right, let's see what it says about willpower. Your impulsive behavior invites temptation in, and you cannot resist being enticed. I feel like they're talking directly to me. The motto, life's too short, has attracted all sorts of attention as well as some naughty behavior. And in the past, you've found that trouble has followed you. It's time to put that behind you now as you take responsibility and grow up. Ouch. Man, instead of giving into temptation, determine whether or not you're being lured for your highest good. A test of strength of character is required to conquer a lazy attitude. Focus and willpower will keep you from destruction, leading you to a resolution and a firmness of purpose. This does feel hella Capricornish, this reading, doesn't it? Like about like aligning to your highest good and like, you know, career and like having the plan, right? Strategic plan, then you'll be successful. There is a spell or incantation that comes with this card. It says, write your temptations on separate pieces of paper and put them in an empty bottle. Light a black candle on a Tuesday at dusk during a dark moon or a new moon. And you say, giving way to strong temptation could result in altercation. Stop. Ignore that urge to itch. Impulsive inclination, ditch. Go within and call on strength. Determination grows in length. Paper put in bottle sealed. With black candle, craving healed. Let the flame burn down the hour. Harnessing required willpower. Place the candle in the neck of the bottle, let it burn for an hour, relight it if temptation gets in the way again. And now you can say, gratefully, I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be. I just empowered that for y'all too. The magical meanings of this card: an addiction is out of control, devil card. Seek professional help. Consider healthy eating and exercise. Don't give in. Determination will see you through. You're nearly there. Now let's check out grieving and see how that relates to it. And of course, this is going to be different for everyone. We're all going through something different. Something different is each of our devils, you know. Grieving, magical guidance. You're expecting a great loss right now, and so it's important to acknowledge your grief through the drops of your tears. You're experiencing a great loss, I'm sorry. Allow them to flow freely to cleanse away your wounded emotions as you nurse a broken heart. Whether you've tragically lost a loved one or something's come to an end, the unbearable pain is more than you can cope with. And you're not sure how you can carry on. This is for my babes in the dark night of the soul energy for sure. It's funny, I also lost, not funny, but I lost a cousin very unexpectedly this morning. However, know that your prayers have been heard in your hour of need. Slowly, your heart will begin to knit together the fragments that have been scattered, and eventually you will feel whole again. Spell incantation. Face west on a Monday at dusk during a waning gibbous moon. I told you it's specific. Light a black and a pink candle and hold a smoky quartz crystal and say, let tears of grief on crystal spill. Hold it to heart, breathe and be still. I have smoky quartz on me. Let tears of grief on crystal spill. Hold it to heart, breathe and be still. Picture dear loved one within clear mind, memories, emotions together entwined. Pink candle of love, burn till the morrow. Black candle lit, eliminates sorrow. Banishing heartache, anguish, and pain. Allow in the love that was once shared again. Place your tear-soaked smoky quartz between the two candles, allowing them to burn down until after midnight, and say, gratefully, I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be. Magical meanings. Eternal love shines bright forever. Visit a bereavement counselor. Someone's giving you grief. A deceased loved one is trying to connect with you. Open your heart. A new start beckons. But if anybody is experiencing that or wanting to talk to you, passed on loved one, I do grief counseling, obviously Reiki master teacher, energy healer, and a psychic medium. So let me know if I can help you. Okay. Believe me, I understand. Y'all know I'm a widow. I lost my best friend when I was 27. My grandmom that was so much to me. My baby dubs, grandfathers. You know, I've experienced loss. Not that we haven't all, of course we have, but I'm just saying it's part of my purpose here, I think. You know. All right. So my heart is going out to you, and if anyone is experiencing that, and I'm just going to let go of that energy with a lot of respect and move on to the rest of your messages here, my loves. Okay, so that one kind of felt like the midpoint, almost like the warning of where we are, right? So we are going to go talk to these shamans. Fantastic deck. This deck is fantastic. Okay. It is. I love it. This box. It says, we are all sacred dreamers, dreaming the world into being. Love that, don't we? Okay. Listen, highest messages for the collective. What do they need to hear at this time? We're really needing advice and guidance, please. These are all donated decks too, by the way. So huge shout out and giant thank you for my donated decks. I'm super, super grateful. Every donation I receive, and I always ask that it be returned to you by the power of 3 times 3, tenfold. For the collective, please. I heard it say split me. That's interesting. For the collective, please. For the collective. First one up, Fortune's Wheel, Luck and the Right Timing, card 23, which numerologically is a 5, the number of change. 54, the crossing and initiation. It's sort of showing the bridge between our two worlds, this side and the other side. The Garden of Venus, Rest and Renewal. Caterpillar Opportunity, card number 4. Whale Song, Resonating, card 61. You know, whales and dolphins are starseeds. Garden of Venus, Rest and Renewal, 5. So we've got 7, 7. We have 4. We have a 9, the crossing and initiation, which is a completion. And we have 23 or 5, Fortune's Wheel, Luck and Right Timing. Okay. So we are getting initiated just at the right time because we're super lucky. And new opportunities are coming right towards us that will resonate with your soul path and purpose. Rest and renewal, I would like a little clarification on if that's what's coming as a result of this, or we earned this because we took the time for rest and renewal. Can you tell me if rest and renewal is future or past? Is it what we should do now or what the collective has done to get here? It may be different for everybody. Yeah, different for everybody. Gemini, twins, 2 sides. Okay. Speculation. Cancer season. A lot of you may be going through it during Cancer season. Some of you went through it during Gemini season. Okay, I understand. Gotcha. And assertion, Sun and Taurus energy. Yeah, some of you are rising to assert yourselves, first house energy, and others are still in your rest and renewal period. That's fine. Wherever you are is exactly where you are meant to be. Always respect where you are on your journey. Okay. 11th house, just planets. It's like there's only 2 cards here. It's Sun, 11th house, and Sun, 11th house is Aquarius. It says you want to be the leader of your community and collaborate with friends to make your dreams come true. Your objectives and moods are very changeable, which makes it hard for you to work towards one goal. You're naturally good at dealing with people and can speak to anyone. You can fit into any crowd with your charm and grace and are likely to meet the love of your life doing something jointly. You're a natural leader and love teamwork. You enjoy argumentative conversations with friends. There's also a number down here, 97, which is 16, which would become 7. So we have 777. And this is a number 2, the Sun, identity and life purpose. Your Sun sign is at the center of your birth chart. It symbolizes your inner guiding light for your life's purpose and rules Leo, which is, of course, the next season coming up. Happy birthday to all of my Cancers. Of course, it is still your season. And then next will be us there Leos that nobody can stand. Jealous. We're ruled by the sun. The world revolves around us. Of course they hate us. Kidding. I already told you most of my charts, Libra. Caterpillar, card 4, transformation, opportunity, independence from conditioned responses. The energy of Caterpillar, not caterpillar, but cat. It's a catty. Pillar. Clever. Appears heralding a time of transformation and opportunity. Here you're being asked to revise your dreams. If it looks and smells familiar, step away from it for the time being. The new cannot emerge from the old. and the youthful and vital cannot emerge from the aged and the sickly. Experiment and surprise yourself with what arises for you in this moment. Caterpillar is an invitation to test out a new strategy, to get a different, better result. Remember that the definition of lunacy is continuing with the same thinking and behavior and hoping for a different outcome. It's time to break away from habitual responses to surprise yourself and startle others, eliciting a smile or frown or look of awe from those around you. Do not wait for an invitation from life to practice a bit of outrageousness or for permission to do the unexpected. Any other response right now will lead to more of the same and no real change. Sometimes the most original response is no response whatsoever, so stand stock still, staring steadily into the eyes of the players in your drama, avoiding engagement until the moment is right. Cat or pillar invites you to witness the story unfolding, knowing that deciding on the timing of your action is as essential as finding the best move to make. And when you do act, let there be no doubt in anyone's mind of your determination and the power you unleash. Mm, Yes. It's also giving me Leo vibes because, Leo's the lion, the cat, right? So maybe Leo season will be really empowering. Fortune's wheel, luck and right timing, a turn of fortune. The fortune's wheel is a sign that luck has found the right timing in your life. You've got the magic touch and everything turns to gold. There is nothing you can do wrong. You only need to hold what you desire as your intention as it becomes true. Do not waste this power on trifling things. Trifling. I haven't said this since like the 90s. Dream big, for surely this opportune moment will pass. Such is the nature of fortune's wheel. Use the creative power of the fortune's wheel for the benefit of others, and the gifts will be returned to you tenfold. It's funny, I just said that. Use it only for your own gain, and you will be left impoverished and with the bitter taste of squandered opportunity. Be selfish. Fortune's wheel comes unannounced. Notice the early signs, the coincidental encounters, and the seemingly magical and synchronous events that herald its arrival. That call, that email, that invitation, that chance encounter was no accident. They all were choreographed by fortune. So don't wait any longer. Carpe diem. Recall your boldest and noblest longing and invite it into your life. This invitation is all that's required at this time. Garden of Venus. I'm just going in order of the numbers in case y'all are wondering why I'm out of order on the spread. The place of all is well, rest and renewal and self-acceptance. The goddess Venus holds a mirror that allows you to see yourself in all your flawed beauty. Do not become caught in its spell. After a quick glance, take the mirror with you and return to the battlefield that you may reveal to others who they are becoming. Then you will no longer have a use for your sword. In the Garden of Eden, there is a still pond that shows you your reflection when you stoop down to drink. The mirror's reflection, right? Or you may have a person in your life that is your mirror. I do. I mean, I'm super grateful for it, even though sometimes it's really painful and we want to kill each other. Who is that staring back at you? Look at who you have become. Rinse your face with these healing waters and practice deep acceptance. Love who you have turned into with all of your imperfections and blemishes. Allow your senses to intoxicate you. Leave all thought behind and lose your analytical mind and return instead to your body. Love. Sorry, I guess it's not very loving to just want to murder the fly just for its existence. Sorry. I struggle with earthing. You all know that. I'm too cosmos. I ain't from around here, y'all. The crossing with initiation, rite of passage. You have come to stand on one side of a river. The opposite bank leads into the darkness of the eternal cave, where the old dies and then is born again. This is a place where time is forgotten, and the seasons cease their dance and stand still as if in a temporary response. You must cross the river now, honoring and respecting this transition, for it's time to say goodbye to your old ways of navigating your world. Don't be afraid. You've come to the edge of the river because you're ready. You're ready to let go of what doesn't serve you and all the ways in which you've kept yourself from truly living. Intimacy requires vulnerability and truth. Can you strip away the masks and the barriers of false strength to discover what you're really made of? Step in the boat waiting for you. Let it carry you into the cave where the shadows are waiting to be illuminated so you can be born again into the world without denial or artifice. Making the crossing is a beautiful, powerful act of the highest love. Okay, whale song. Remembering, harmonizing, resonating. There are moments in life when you have a sense of deja vu that you visited this place, these feelings, this person before, and you know that a new opportunity to dance has come around again. Yet there is a haunting quality to this, a melancholy, as life's mysterious fragility is also underlined. Like a whale song that pleads for its simple notes to be matched by another, you have a short time to capture this essence and let it resonate in a way that is potentially transformative, but only if you don't turn away. Sometimes you may forget the moments of your humanity, your truest desires, because you've become so earthbound and calculating, striving and doing. You're so overstimulated by the chase and what you're exposed to that you forget your heart. Now it's time to jump in the water and play and be reminded of your creative self, your collaborative impulse to sing along, seeking harmony, beauty, purpose, and meaning. At this moment, that is your exact invitation. You will achieve more than the plans you set in motion if you use this opportunity to explore, be curious, and take a much needed break from what your mind thinks. Third time we've heard that. Your heart is calling. Answer it. Out of the head into the heart. Okay? Okay. All right. Let's get a closing message, or a couple closing messages, I should say. For the collective, please, what do they need to know at this time? What's coming towards them with this transition and in this energy? And then I'm going to post a chakra rising, a Kundalini rising, quick meditation right after this video. I'll see if I can link it too. Okay. It's just too long to upload at this point, so I don't want to keep it on the same one. But I do want you guys to practice this, raising your energy and your light and your vibration, because we need it right now. We have dog getting together with friends, community again here, right? Cobweb, you are protected for negative forces beyond your control. You are being protected. What does the collective need to hear, please, at this time? Throne, a position of authority. Rose, romance is in the air. If you are offered a position of authority, please do not doubt yourself. Use your voice. You are the one with the answer that solves the problem that needs solving. Believe it, you are. We have staff. You will be taken care of during difficult times. Younger man, dealings or relationships with a younger man. Star, guaranteed success. And we also have the month of October showing up for you. For some of you, this may be the date of a passed on loved one. For others, it's just letting you know when all of this magic will be entering your life, the month of October. Or this previous October may be significant. We have September as well. For some of you, it will be September. Take it how it resonates for you, okay? And always take timing with a grain of salt and tarot. It's very difficult to predict, and energy is fluid. This can change. We have lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Broken ring. Parting of ways in either romance or business opens up the key to a successful outcome to your problems and good fortune. Indecisiveness or allowing your life to ramble aimlessly, and peacock, beware of great pride. So those are your warnings, okay? Take action. Don't let your life wander aimlessly, and don't be peacocking like a Leo and let your pride get in the way, okay? Stay humble, always. Stay in gratitude. It just brings you more to be grateful for. Oh, no way. Lion, Leo. It says time to act. No flipping way. Anything else for the collective, please? Any other messages at this time? Leg, you are stepping into a new experience. Holla. And not unsuccessful plans. So you're moving away from them, right? Whatever plans have been unsuccessful, don't sit there and be disappointed crying over spilt milk. That will hold you back tremendously and keep you stuck in that energy. This is action time, okay? When you're done with your rest and restoration, make your plan and go. Period of frustration, lessons to be learned, and a handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. For some of you, that's going to be romance or business or both. Okay. Open to meeting new community, right? That was a very big message here. I think we're done. All right. The only thing I'd like to do is just make sure that there wasn't another one of these witches, whatever messages, because I did say I was going to do that because they felt like they had so much energy. Is there a closing message for the collective, please? Is there a closing message? Knowing, take the first step, action. Friggin' action, take action. What a gorgeous card, right? And the blood trail, which says magnificence, card 43. Now that, I don't know what that is. So I suppose I should probably read on it for y'all. Where the hell did I put the book? You guys, where's that book? This is the shaman one. This is the spellcaster book. Duh, I'm staring at it. I kept it open. Christ. Help me. That's all I can say. They put me in charge of helping y'all. The blood trail, keywords, magnificence, lineage, connecting to something greater. The tarot companion is the Six of Wands, which is a card, by the way, of victory. Close your eyes and imagine how many people and generations had to occur just for you to be alive today. Your ancestral lineage goes back for thousands of years, all the way back to the first woman and man. And within all those generations were every kind of person you can imagine: business owners, teachers, rebels, revolutionaries, inventors, healers, heroes, hunters, gatherers, royalty, all coming together, sharing their blood to form one magnificent being. You are connected to something greater than just yourself and have the strength, wisdom, and glory of all your ancestors backing you up. Do not doubt how powerful your existence is, like Caterpillar said. Through the blood trail, you have the DNA of any kind of person you wish to be. It doesn't matter how far removed your ancestors are, they have offered their greatness to you through your familial ties and will support you in your efforts to achieve all your dreams. If you have felt lost or confused, insecure or vulnerable, reach out to your ancestors and ask them to share their collective power with you. When you are troubled, give your worries to them and ask them to clear your path. And when you are experiencing joy, rejoice with them and thank them for their strengths and talents they've offered to you through the blood flowing through your veins. Pulling this card serves as a hello from your ancestors and an invitation to commune with them more often. If you don't already have one, build an altar in their honor and spend time at this sacred space in the coming weeks. And notice how you experience more clarity and direction as you spend more time with your ancestors. Beautiful, amazing message. The blood trail. It's not one of the ones I wanted to see was a companion card to your first one, Forgotten Ghosts, but so much love and light, my beautiful babes. I'm going to work on your full moon sign specific readings now, so they will be posted as well. Thank you so much for your continued love and support of me. I am so incredibly grateful. You can't imagine. Thank you for all of your donations. I ask that all of the love and support, like shares, subscribes, donations of decks and money. You can't imagine how much it helps this single mama whose full-time job is literally this. I'm just blown away and beyond grateful. And I'm wishing you all of the blessings and abundance you could ever possibly imagine. And a very happy and successful full moon in Capricorn. Happy birthday, Cancers. I will get your solar return video to you soon. Love and light, my beautiful babes. See you for a live ritual reading, July 11th. I will be in Florida.